Hello everyone. Hello. Welcome to a new live stream for the daily analysis for NASDAQ, SPX, gold, and Nvidia. We're gonna see as well Palantir, Tesla, and Apple. So we're gonna see one by one what is going on today. So we're gonna start with NASDAQ. Let me welcome you first. Hello Elliott Wave community. Hello KG, special request, gold first. What a request. Gold first. Well, that is a little bit weird to start with the gold because the stock market is for many stocks, so it is index. And by the way, the gold is related to the NASDAQ and SPX as well. So when the NASDAQ and the SPX are moving up, then you can expect the gold moving down, for example. Yeah, so we cannot really start with the gold because it is a little bit weird to start with, man. Sorry, buddy. Anyway, we can make a poll. We can ask the viewers, of course, if they are interested with gold first or not. So let's see this. Yeah, it's a good one. Would you like always to start with gold first before NDX and SPX? All right, so you can vote, guys. You can vote, and we'll see as well. That would add some, of course, additional votes. If in case it is higher, then yeah, we can start with the gold, no problem. But I prefer still for the NASDAQ, of course, because it is the index, as I mentioned. All right. Arcane, UNH. Okay, yes, already written. UNH. Yeah, I was writing it. UNH. Okay. Fabian, hello, man. How you doing? How you doing today? Nice to see you, man. All right, so so let's start with this NASDAQ. Let's see on the 2-hour chart what is going on. So we're still in this ending diagonal. We did not yet get out of this range, so I believe, of course, we still need to take one more high potentially here, obviously, as 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Don't forget that this can extend even as a wave 3, 4, and a 5 even. This is a wave 3 probably. But you can have also wave 4 here, wave 5 to be estimated, of course, but I think that we're still looking for higher. This is not a really good signal here. I think we still need to finish this wave as 5 waves, okay? And then start to move toward the downside, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So probably one more high, and then I would like to drop toward the downside to finish, of course, a wave 4. The wave 4 might unfold, of course, as a reflection for this wave 2, which is a flat. You might get a zigzag here for wave 4, which might be a little bit deeper. And then, of course, we might move toward the upside after it for a wave 5, of course, to take the all-time high. As you can see, the red line here is the all-time high, not taken yet, so we're still looking forward for it. But I would like to show you something very interesting. If we take the retracement from here, from this leg, you can see already that the 886 fib level is taken. And that means once you take this 886 here as a retracement for this leg, meaning sooner or later you're gonna take the all-time high and you might even overshoot it. Hello Felix, nice to see you, man. So the 886 is taken, so therefore I'm looking to take the high definitely, okay? This is like a confirmation that the high is gonna be taken, okay guys? Kind of. So yeah, even if we don't take it right now, we just get one high for this diagonal, then we move down for wave 4. Don't be scared, of course, it still can move toward the upside. After the wave 4, of course, impulsively, and it needs an impulse actually. It needs an impulse to break the high. This is not really strong enough right now. It doesn't, as you can see, the power is moving down, is like decreasing. The power of the bulls here, so because it is looking like kind of like a diagonal, meaning the power is decreasing, right? So there is not enough power, I believe, to break this high. Okay, I think that, okay, we're gonna finish the ending diagonal, get some power again from the 0.23 fib level, and then moving impulsively again to break this high. Okay. Yeah, so very interesting. So basically, I think that today we're gonna see some green as well, some green candles toward the upside. Knowing that there is some bearish divergence here on the top, we can see some bearish, as you can see this one, which is divergence. Yeah, so, but I think this is already played, guys. One more high will not affect this in anything here. Okay, so basically, this is for NASDAQ. Let's see the SPX. SPX, okay, still, of course, looking for some green. And as expected, this wave 5 is not finished yet, or very close as well to be done and finished. Now, you can see this move towards the upside is not really showing like strength. I mean, okay, you see very high and then overlap, yeah. So you might get a zigzag here. This is exactly what we would like to have, by the way, because potentially here you are in a zigzag wave 1, wave 2, zigzag wave 3, wave 4, zigzag wave 5. Okay, so you are very close, and I believe this is your 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's see it on the 15-minute chart. Here we go. Probably this is your 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Okay, so yeah, to finish an impulse and 4, 5 even. Yeah, 4 and a 5, somehow like that. So we might see some green, guys, for the SPX as well. I think that a zigzag would be nice to be seen here. Okay, kind of like this. Okay, I know it's looking very weird, but yeah, it's still very possible. Yeah. So one more high, I would say, and then dropping down after it. Yeah, so for a wave 4 in the yellow. All right. Yeah, so we're gonna see this also on, yeah, we see some even not bullish diversions, but conversions. And that means when you get, of course, a convergence for the bullish here, it means simply the bulls are resisting toward the upside. Okay, but it's not really bullish. Yeah, this is what does it mean. And this indicator, of course, is developed by myself just to show directly the divergence and the conversions for the bullish and the bearish. So basically, this is what we are looking for right now, a little bit more higher prices. So we can expect maybe for the gold today a little bit of red. Maybe we're gonna see also what the chart says. Wow, interesting. Okay. Yeah, so we were looking anyway for a diagonal wave 1, but not finished yet, unless you take, of course, this high, right? So you still need a zigzag to finish a wave 1 here, because we have a zigzag for wave 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. The wave 5 is truncated. Sometimes, guys, just note that sometimes the wave 5 fails to take the high in a diagonal, but still a very good diagonal, okay? A very good leading diagonal. It still serves as a wave 1. So you have to be careful, of course. It might be finished as diagonal truncated wave 5. It's fine. And then moving wave 2 and then 3, 4, 5 towards the upside. Unless you get a wave 1, meaning a pure zigzag here, okay? Wave 1, and then moving again for wave 2, then 3, 4, and a 5. So there are two possibilities here. There is possibility to move directly toward the upside, and that means, of course, moving impulsive toward the upside. I'm talking on the lower time frame, of course. And that is a possibility that you move just to take the high here, and then dropping down for wave 2, and then moving for higher in case we are in leading diagonal. Okay, yeah, so basically this looks bullish, guys. Okay, this looks bullish, meaning higher prices potentially, but be careful from taking the high, meaning you have to estimate, of course, the price exactly as this here. So let's call it probable wave 3, okay, to unfold once you take this high. All right, probable. or it can be, of course, wave 1 or finished wave 1. Okay, meaning finished wave 1, meaning you're looking for wave 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, but because this looks like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 already here truncated, and it often can happen, by the way, with the leading diagonal. Just to not let us trick us, just keep it in mind. Okay, so in a bigger view, what does that mean? Okay, what does it mean that we move toward the upside? Well, obviously, it's very clear the scenario: W, X, and a Y. Potentially, because you have, of course, an impulse here, you have a wave B, and you're looking for a wave C toward the upside to finish a wave Y. 1-to-1 fib level would be the target for the gold in case the gold comes back to this high as a zigzag, 3,453. Okay, so very interesting as well for the gold if this moves on toward the upside. Again, I'm not sure. I'm very sure actually, because we got invalidations. This is not an impulse, guys. Okay, this is not an impulse. Even, well, yeah, as a leading diagonal, it can be in shape, but in shape, what I mean, like just by drawing it, it can be very easily leading diagonal. But the problem is that you have a kind of like one leg here toward the upside, and then you have a zigzag here. That is an impulse. There is no other way to not be an impulse. But in here, you have a zigzag. So you have A, B, C, and then you get the wave 4, which is leading diagonal, right? So 1, 2, 3. The wave 3 is a zigzag, while the wave 5 is an impulse, and the wave 1 is an impulse, which is not allowed. It has to be all of them the same. It's a signal that this is not a leading diagonal. And of course, wave 4 interfered with the zone 1, meaning not an impulse. Then you start to think, okay, there is a possibility maybe of double 1, 2. Well, that is. Let me be honest, that is. So 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2 again, and then another 1, 2. Well, start to reduce the possibility, okay? Unless you see a very massive move towards the upside, therefore, okay, you are bullish, okay? So we're gonna keep this as alternative. Very interesting one, by the way. Let me see. So maybe you have here, okay, so this is the smallest 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 that you might have as a gray scenario. This is the second 1, 2 here, 3, 4, and a 5, white. And this is a third, but yeah, don't forget that when you get multiple 1, 2s like this, it starts to reduce the possibility, guys, okay? Just to let you know. Okay. This is the third, which it can finish wave 3 here, wave 4, wave 5. And finally, you still have one big 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. This is very bullish. And it kind of reminds us with the move toward the upside that we saw, of course, since the beginning of this bull trend, right? Meaning like simply continuation toward the upside, right? Very massive and impulsive, which is a scenario. Let's keep it in mind. Why not? Right? So let's see this one as a bullish alternative. Okay. And this is for the 2 hours chart. All right. Here we go. Okay. So this is the idea. All right. So what does it mean if we continue for higher here? Well, yeah, it's so hard on the 4 hours chart here, let's say. If we continue for higher bullish, look what it might happen. Let's get the weekly. Here we go. So this is my last count here. We have a wave 4. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. What it might be here, okay, definitely that the wave 5 is extending. We call it extension, right? So the impulse is making like an extension. So this is your wave 4. Transforming this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This wave 5 moves toward the upside like that. Just it's like a fractal movement, okay? So it becomes like impulsive here as well for a wave 5, meaning the wave 3 has transformed to here, formation of a wave 4, and then of course continuation toward the upside in several 1-2s, meaning you might have a very big wave 3 and then 4-5, 4-5, 4-5. Okay, so this is the alternative bullish scenario. Okay, but so far I cannot call it yet, guys, so preferably to keep the count as it is. Okay, because this still, of course, highest possibility. The possibility of this alternative bullish start to get higher where exactly it is over the 1-to-1 fib level, meaning this is a key level right now, guys. Once you break the 3,482, if we break it toward the upside, meaning you broke the 1-to-1 fib level, you broke a zigzag. Now, of course, a zigzag can be extended, wave C, but yeah, the possibilities start to go for a wave 3. When it goes for a wave 3, therefore, okay, it starts to go for this very bullish scenario. Okay, so currently we're still looking for higher, but correctively until we break the key level 3,482. All right, that was for the gold. Let's watch this level and see what's gonna happen. Okay, so we forgot something, is that we didn't add the timing, and that is not good. All right, so I think 12, 16. Okay, so yeah, that was for the gold. Let's start with Nvidia at 28. CPI today, Fabian. Biliac Platinum. All right, let's see what do you mean with it. Platinum. CPI. Okay, we're gonna see. All right, let's see Nvidia first. What is doing this one? Okay, still looking for higher, definitely, since NASDAQ and SPX still looking for higher. I'm not surprised, of course, that Nvidia might still looking for also this wave 5 and a wave 3 toward the upside. On the 1 hour chart, you can see that after bottoming here for a wave 4, you have a potential impulse toward the upside here. It can be your wave 1, right? Wave 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Okay, diagonal. So this diagonal is, of course, still unfolding toward the upside, I would say. Nothing has changed. I'm still looking for higher, guys. Okay, I'm still looking for higher in Nvidia, a little bit higher. Okay, yeah, the price is a little bit boring, not very interesting. Also, I don't see any kind of strong signals there. Okay, yeah, so this is for Nvidia. Nothing yet. I'm still looking for a wave 5, guys. Nothing to add here. Yeah, nothing to add, honestly. Just taking the high. Once taking this high, we might move toward the downside. Okay, so Palantir. Let's move to Palantir. Here we go. Okay. Palantir. Okay, that's interesting. Okay, we start to break something here. One of the scenarios that we are looking for, so which is, of course, once you take this 135, you might, of course, break the wave B. Okay, wave B as a triangle. So this is the first thing that we invalidate. Okay, once we take the 135, the wave D becomes longer or higher than the wave B, which is not allowed in a triangle, meaning, of course, this scenario fade out, and we move simply with a wave 1-2, probably here. Very nice 1-2 ABC, and after several 1-2s, okay, you might see, of course, a massive wave 3 toward the upside. Very interesting. Or another scenario can be, of course, after the triangle is out of the equation here, you can have an A, B, and potential wave C toward the upside. Okay, better to count it as W, X, and a Y, guys. Okay, W, X, and a Y. This is a wave Y unfolding as a zigzag. Now the zigzag can be simply 1-to-1 fib level here, meaning also inside this blue box. If you take the 1-to-1 fib level from this price here we go, it is exactly inside the blue box as well. So this is the next key level. Of course, yeah, the first one is this one. Next is the 1-to-1 fib level, 149. So once you break this, you have to expect a 1-to-1 fib level, 149. You see the reaction. If we move higher, okay, then WXY is done, is out. You are simply in the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 here, okay? The bullish scenario toward the upside, okay? Looking for wave 3, this one. Wave 3 might, of course, reach much more higher than this. Let me set the 1.618. Here we go. Those are the next levels, right? So here we go. This is, of course, your wave 3 in gray only, 173, which it might hit it, move down, 4-5, 4-5, continuation towards the upside. But step by step, guys. First, we need to invalidate the triangle, taking the high. Second, we need to pass the 1-to-1 fib level, overshooting it towards the wave 3, 1.618, 173. Road org. Can the leading diagonal first wave be 1, 2, 3 waves? The gold leading was 1, 2, 3. No, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But I know what you mean. Again, I have to explain. This was a truncation. Aha, we just broke it. Okay, as I told you. We just took the high. That's nice for the gold. But yeah, for your question, you was asking, can the leading diagonal 1, 2, 3? But no, this is your wave 5 here, 4 and a 5. Okay, because it is truncated, it failed to take the high with a few cents. Okay, but yeah, it's working perfectly. And here we go. This is a wave 3 unfolding, and that's why I was saying be careful from the truncation. Sometimes it happens with leading diagonal that wave 5 fails to take the high, but is very eligible wave 5. Okay, and this might be now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 toward the upside. So the gold might explode, guys. Yeah, toward the upside. Wave 3, 4, and a 5. Okay. Yeah. Unless now, if you retrace back, okay, if you don't continue, better to continue, of course. If you don't continue toward the upside, you might have a wave 2 again, yeah, because this is gonna be considered now wave 1. So of course, it looks very intense and very strong and still continuous. So basically, this can be the truncated wave 5, and yeah, but still to be watched, guys. So still to be watched. You would like to see it, of course. Yeah, I mean, obviously, this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, guys, on the 15-minute chart as well. Okay. So we're looking for higher, and yeah, look at the RSI, bullish, divergences, all of it, and continuation for higher. So here we go as well, bullish here. You get some bullish divergence from there. The bearish was already played, and then of course was a very strong yeah, move toward the upside again here. Yeah, so basically that is for the gold. As we said, it's a truncated wave 5 for a leading diagonal and continuation toward the upside. Okay, let's go to Tesla. Tesla, so 35, okay, 35. Tesla, yesterday, I think it has pushed a little bit higher, right? Yes, exactly. Very interesting for Tesla. It's good to see it. I mean, that's good for Elon, right? So basically, invalidation. We were expecting, of course, invalidation of bearish. Here we go, given. We just took it 2 hours ago. So now we can confirm that this impulse is gone. There is no impulse anymore. There is no wave 4 and a 5. We can remove this. Perfect. We at least have an answer, right? In this case, once this invalidation is taken, and that means, of course, playing now still the wave 4 in the orange scenario, 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Bearish scenario is out, bullish scenario is still there, meaning next target wave 5. Nice answer for Tesla. Between the 1.27, 1.618, we might get a wave 5, 387 and 426. Welcome back, Elon Musk, right? And I think this is due to yesterday, the release of the robot cars for Tesla, right? The cars that it drive without any driver. So I think it has made some some push for Tesla here, and I think it needs it because it was in a very big trouble, yeah, Tesla. So well done for Elon Musk, I think. All right, so yeah, basically there is no other scenario right now, unless of course WX and Y, but yeah, very far possibility right now, I would say. It's almost anyways the same target, it might be, because a W in a zigzag, you got the X, you might get of course a wave Y as a zigzag, okay? Meaning still possible of course, and to be a wave B here, but we're gonna take it step by step, guys. Let's take it step by step, okay? Because don't forget that this can transform into a big leading diagonal, 1 2 3 4 5, okay? And also it can be 1 2 1 2, but this wave 1 is bigger than this one, so I doubt it. Yeah, but still can be, guys, okay? Still can be. What I'm talking about here, let's clean up a little bit, that's too much, okay? Here we go. Let's remove this one, A, B, and a C. Okay, it can be, yeah. So what we're talking about here also, we need to adjust the diagonal, by the way. Here we go. Come on. Here we go. All right, so yeah, even it looks like a little bit expanding, which I don't like it, yeah. Yeah, which it goes for the WX and Y, guys, be careful, yeah, also. But still the same target, still the same target. It's gonna move for higher, yeah. Unless it is 1 2 1 2, very low possibility, because the second 1 2 is a huge in front of the first one. It should be the opposite. You should have a big wave 1 2 and then smaller one, yeah. Yeah, so be careful with it, okay, guys. WX and Y is still potential there and still have the same target, okay. ABC also very possible, okay, like you have an A, B, and a C as a zigzag, okay, and then you get a wave B, and then you get here an impulse toward the upside, which is anyway 1 2 3 4 5. It can end up in the same area, okay. But very interesting. I mean, it looks like Tesla is a little bit pushing for higher, but I cannot yet confirm 100% that we are bullish and we're looking for all-time highs. This is the thing that I mean here. Okay, I cannot confirm yet that we're moving for a new all-time high, okay, for Tesla, and despite the move toward the upside. Let's take a look in the bigger view out of the box. What could be the scenarios? Okay, we have a scenario here that it might be, of course, a new all-time high. But what is that thing? Oh, it's a price action. I was like, what is that? It's there is two gaps, and I thought it's one of the labels. Okay. Okay, very interesting. But basically, if we are looking for diagonal here, it can still be, yeah, in A, B, and a C. Okay. What does it mean for our scenario here, A, B, and a C? Ah, okay. Our ABC here. Yeah, exactly. ABC. That's why. Okay. Yes, so there is a scenario, guys. There is a scenario that it might bring us for higher, but yeah, we have a problem inside it. Because for a wave A, you need an impulse, right? You need an impulse, A, B, and a C. And this, I cannot call it an impulse here. Now you have an impulse 1 2 3 4 5, but what should I do with this structure here? Horrible, right? I mean, did we took the low? Let me check. Did we took? Oh, I took the low, man. We took the low. This is the low. Okay. So therefore, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Invalidation. Yeah, problematic was Tesla. I cannot really see a wave A even. Why, guys? Because you need an impulse. You need just an impulse. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But this is your low, and this structure belongs to this one, meaning it's a 3 waves. And that's so bad. Because if you want to have a wave C as a zigzag, you simply want to have ABC. Unless, okay, I'm gonna have to keep this as a very low possibility, meaning unless you have finished this structure here over there truncated. But yeah, I don't like to always say truncation. This is not really truncation even. Yeah, it doesn't look like. Okay, so yeah, I cannot ignore it, guys. I cannot. It is 3 ways to the upside. We cannot ignore it. Now let's see step by step as usual. Let's hit this target first and then we take it from there. Okay, we take it from there, we see what is the price doing, and then of course we get much more better answers than this, because yeah, I would like to see this, but yeah, a little bit problematic here. Okay, no problem, we're gonna see. Let's take it step by step. 387 is the first target. 426 also very possible. Now it can be even extended wave toward the upside, but yeah, I think that on the daily, if we go back to the daily, because I want to finish a diagonal here as a wave 500. That's hard to get. That's hard to get, I think. If we take 1-to-1 fib level taken from the whole structure, knowing that this is of course not a zigzag all of it, but I just want to see the target. Yeah, you see, even 468. So the possibilities are not really quite good to take the all-time high so far, until now, guys. Okay, until now, but more answers will be given once we take this level. Okay, once we take this blue zone, we get much better answer maybe. Okay, we're gonna see. All right, let's see next targets for, let's see, next target for Apple. Apple at 44. Okay, Apple. All right, Apple. Okay, after robbing the stores yesterday. Man, crazy. Okay, so obviously it is a triangle as expected yesterday. We're still inside this triangle ranging, and I believe this is, of course, a W, X, and a Y. The wave Y is finishing as triangle, zigzag for the X, A, B, C, D, and a E, and yeah, moving toward the downside probably, of course, for Apple. Yeah, don't forget that when you are still ranging correctively anyway, and the trend is toward the downside, and you don't get kind of like a signal of an impulse, this is a zigzag, you might continue the trend for lower. Okay, let me also check some indicators. Okay, yeah, nothing really interesting. You have a bullish, no, it's not gonna play even. Barely played. So not really interesting. Not really. On the daily also you have kind of a small signal, but this is a very small. It's negligent. It's nothing. I think in a bigger view, guys, we're moving down still for Apple. Still need to discover this area, this blue zone here, as W, X, and a Y. You have W, X, and a Y. Okay, and that means 1.38, 1.618 taken from the A to the B to the C here. In case you are in an expanding flat, it's gonna turn into a running flat because of course the wave V is overshooted. Okay, overshooted with a wave 3 waves toward the upside, right? And then it will bring, of course, your fib levels higher. it might transform into a running flat, and a running flat meaning a reversal for the market, and then moves toward the upside from there. Free Minds, hello, man. Nice to see you. Sir, too funny. Okay, go back to SPX. I just got here. What's the plan today after CPI release? I'm thinking put. Okay, buddy. Sorry, man. That you're late. But anyway, anything you need here, you can find the time there. So you can go back with the time with the live stream and see everything we talked about it. And of course, the live stream will be still there for you to be watching later. Let's start with the special request for UNH. UNH, what is UNH? United Health Group, okay? Ooh, what's going on with this one? Arcane, you always bring me the crazy charts. Okay, what's going on? Okay, so we have, what do you, yeah, very welcome, sir, too funny. 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Okay, obviously this is a wave 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Finished or not yet? So we're gonna discover. Okay, obviously you are in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 impulse towards the upside. I think the impulse is finished, and that's why we crash. Almost. We can call it a crash. But yeah, let's see inside it. Very interesting. So we have 1, 2, 3. Okay, this is a leading diagonal. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. All right, let's leave this for the higher. Okay, it's not that easy, of course, to count such a move toward the upside, but yeah, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Here we go. Okay, and then you have another and a 5 extended, and then ABC 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, and a 5. Okay, let's see this. Okay, so you have here a triple 1, 2s. Okay, so you have 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5 finished over there. Okay, this is your first scenario. Let's put it in white. And the second scenario, sorry guys that I'm a little bit try to focus on the count. Okay, this is only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in the top. So here we go. And this is your round orange, and this is your large one. Here we go. 4 and a 5, large yellow. Okay. Whew. This was all just for one leg, guys. Okay. So basically no need to count this. Obviously those are one. Just 1 second. Oh, oopsie. Oopsie doopsie. Wave 3 is shorter than wave 1, shorter than wave 5. Meaning, okay, that is very bullish, by the way. Regardless to the drop right now, it's fine. But this is very bullish. So you have a big wave 1, 2, and then you have another 1, 2 here. 1, 2. This is your wave 3, 4, and a 5. and this is gonna be around blue. Okay, so yes, this is gonna finish here, this is there, 5 to finish wave 3, to finish wave 4, to finish wave 5. Okay, here we go, guys. All right, so this is not a wave 3 here, okay, because this is very shorter than wave 1. Yeah, this is your main wave 3. Okay, we have 1 2 1 2 3 4 5 for wave 1 here in the white, right? Meaning 1 2, and then wave 3 4, of course expanding flat. You have 1 2 3 4 and a 5 finished wave 3 in the orange. Wave 2 is very shallow, therefore as alternation you would like to have a very deep wave 4, as you can see. Now, as of course we take the fib levels for wave 4 as an impulse, wave 4 as an impulse, minimum target is anyway to hit, of course, the 313. And that because, of course, you have the minimum target is 0.23 for wave 4. So definitely we need to visit this zone. So no, I'm not surprised, right? And especially that your wave 2 is very shallow and flat. Therefore, this is going to be very sharp. If we take a look inside it, yeah, this is still corrective, guys. Okay, still, regardless to this, you have 1 2 3 4 5. Okay, it can be an A, B, and a C. Okay, why I'm saying corrective? Because obviously that this is 1-to-1 fib level, or just on the logarithmic chart it is. Let me check. Oh, just on the logarithmic chart. On the linear also. Okay, yeah, that can be impulsive. And this is a wave 4 here, by the way. Okay. It can be very deep wave ABC, but still can be corrective, guys. Okay. So what I mean here is 1 2 3. This is your wave 4 as a triangle. 4 and a 5 is gonna take time, by the way. 1 2 3 4 and a 5. 1 2 3 4 and a 5. Yeah, this is the main wave 4. And then of course, yeah, this is gonna finish a wave A, meaning A, B, and a C. So even it is, yeah, very possible even that you experiment the 0.5 fib levels, yeah, for a wave 4 until the 0.618. That becomes dangerous, yeah. But yeah, can be, guys. It can be A, B, and a C towards the downside, very sharp zigzag. Okay. Timing, well, I cannot really call timing here, but yeah, because it's a very shallow, but it can take time as much as it wants. It's fine. And this might, of course, finish your wave 4 here in the orange, then moving toward the upside again for wave 3, 4, and a 5. But yeah, that is a very huge drop here. Okay, very huge drop for this one. It might not finished yet. Okay, might not finished yet. Okay. Yes, still creating bearish divergence, convergences. Here we go. On the 1 hour chart, also divergence you have. So still looking for lower. Okay. So this one, you see, a divergence. Yeah. And moving down. And still putting pressure after it was convergences. Yeah. So meaning kind of like confirmation. When you see convergence after a divergence, it's like kind of confirmation for the bearish. All right, so that was it for this one. UNH, we started this, I think, at 48. And currently we are at 55. Let's see what is platinum. Platinum. Do you mean this one? Okay. Do you mean the platinum, the material, right? Itself. Okay. Interesting. 1 2 3 4 invalidation. Okay. Is this is all-time history? I would like to have all-time history. Which year is that? Oh, 1969. Okay. Looks like the all-time history then. but maybe there is something much older. We are in commodities, of course, this one. Yeah, definitely it is this one. Okay, so yeah, it's fine. A, B, and a C, therefore. Okay, we're gonna start with the smallest, ABC. Another ABC, 1, 2, 3, 4 again. Okay, nothing is impulsive in this chart. Nothing is impulsive. Why? Because look, if you have 1, 2, 3, wave 4 invalidated at the impulse, and then you move up again, 1, 2, 3, again wave 4, not invalidated, but you didn't took the high with the wave 5, meaning you're still in a wave 4, and then boom, invalidated. Okay, so I would say it's not very impulsive a chart, and I think it's not quite nice to trade it. I would like to have one direction, right? Yeah, so ABC meaning right now you are looking to a zigzag here, kind of like A, B, and a C, or W, X, and a Y, I would say. W, X, and Y, it's 3 waves. Here we go. This is a W, X, and a Y finished. And currently, another zigzag. A, B, and a C. Okay, very simple. It's just, this shot is like zigzags, just zigzags, rather than impulses. It's just zigzags. So basically, you are looking right now for a wave B at 1-to-1 fib level. Here we go. You would like to see the 1985, okay, as a wave B, and that means you might be here in a big wave A, B, and a C toward the upside in the large scenario. Okay. What does it mean? That you're of course looking for a zigzag 1-to-1 fib level, finish wave B, moving down for a wave C, and then moving up again, finally for a wave C toward the upside, meaning A, B, and a C. Okay. Next target is around there. Don't forget that there is uncommon target. It can be hit 1,415 and then moving down as well. Okay, careful with this one. Daniel, welcome, man. Can you analyze a MicroStrategy? Yes, sure. I think we already did before, but let me check. What is CPI again? CPI. CPI. Do you mean the CPI Europe or CPI? I don't know. This is not the US stock. Okay, please confirm what is CPI. Currently, we're gonna see MicroStrategy. What it does, does, of course, based on our analysis. So on the 2-week chart, meaning the all-time history here, we are looking at a new psychology found for the market, obviously, and we're moving toward the upside. Now we say here that it might be, of course, W, X, and a Y finished here. Yeah, very possible. Because you have zigzag correction and then zigzag and then moving down again. So again, new thing has been starting here as an impulse. So probably we have finished kind of like, even you can call it running flat, guys. Okay, because you have like a move down. Well, not really. You need to take the high to call it running flat. So yeah, I don't really like this chart, but yeah, it looks like 3 waves up and then moving impulsively, and that was it, and then moving up. So something new has started there, and that's why I have the point. Yeah, and that's why all these things looks like just noise, guys. Yeah. So basically on the weekly here, you have a nice impulse 1, 2, and then you're looking for 3, 4, and a 5. Yes, so that is a perfect impulse. Now it is working perfectly. Yeah. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. And we have, of course, here on the 1-hour chart. Yes, on the 1-hour chart, we have a correction, right? After this correction, you continue impulsively toward the upside. Targets is already hit anyway since there. I would say if we want to analyze this wave 4 here, which is there, okay, what do we have here? So I think this is, yeah, this is a zigzag, A, B, C, 3, 4, 5. Well, I think this can be an impulse internally, but let me check internally a little bit. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, wave 4, interfering. Oh, here we go. Look, what is it? 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Okay. And then A, B, and a C for wave 2. Okay. Can be. So 1 meaning 1, 2, and then a 1, 2. Okay. Yeah, that can be. So basically, you might be in double 1, 2s here. Let me check this one. Oh my God, what is this chart? It took the low. Okay. A big wave 2. I mean, you have only an impulse here in this leg. Yeah, that is a very, very long wave 2 in time. But knowing that you got a wave 3 and you have a wave 4 currently without interfering, that's why I want to make it work as an impulse. Yeah. Well, okay, there is no other option, right? Currently, until invalidation, of course, 3, 4, and a 5. Be careful, invalidation is taking this price. Okay, so invalidation of bullish. All right, so if the price moves down, take this invalidation of bullish here, which is the price at 296, meaning the impulse is done. Okay, in a bigger overview, that means you're moving in a bigger correction. 3 ways down, 3 ways up, failing to take the high was a wave 5, and then moving even lower for a wave 4 towards the 0.38, and then moving again towards the upside, meaning simply time. Okay, but currently we cannot call this. Currently, we're still, of course, looking for higher. Okay. On the 1 hour chart, you can see, of course, that this is also continue impulsively toward the upside, potentially in double 1, 2s here. Yeah, you would like to see simply the high taken, guys. Targets, if we have some targets here for this impulse, you would like to see the following targets as a wave 5 over 1. Here we go, okay. And yeah, this is your blue zone. Would it take the high? Yes. Exactly. This is exactly what you would like to see. Taking the high 1-to-1 fib level is a 570, okay, which is the most common. So it has to take it. Yeah. You're gonna see. With it, it's gonna finish wave 5, of course. Wave 4 finished already there. And we take it from there. All right, guys. I think it has been already 1 hour for today, and we're gonna see, of course, I have to go, by the way, for trading as well. So let me just write this micro strategy. CPI, consumer price index, bro. There's no chart, but thank you. Okay. I'm not into this then. I don't know exactly what you mean. I know the CPI, what you mean exactly, but yeah, without chart, I cannot say so much about fundamentals. Okay, I'm much more about news. Okay, I hear news, what it might be the effect, but I'm much more in Elliott wave, and sometimes I try to see the news if it is in confluence with Elliott wave. That is the thing. All right, guys. So for the poll, yeah, saying if we want to have, if you want to have the gold first, 54% says no. 46 says yeah. I understand you guys, but I think I join also my vote for the no, because as I mentioned, NASDAQ and the SPX are indexes. It can just give a broad overview for everything, for the whole stocks and also for the gold, because when the stocks moves down, the gold moves higher. And of course, I mean, the gold is coming next after it directly. It's not a big deal, right, guys? Okay, guys, so thank you for watching, thank you for being here, and thank you for your support. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you didn't yet, to support the channel to move on with it. Thank you. See you in the next one. Bye bye.